So what do I do when I want to give up? What's the main reason for why we all want to give up? It's because we're feeling powerless. When something doesn't work out the way we want it to, we all face consequences. And people allow consequences to take away their power. People cut themselves off from life because they're cowering away from consequences. People tend to think that consequences are punishments we're facing for something we did, and people are afraid to live their lives because they don't want to be punished. The consequences don't always happen because we did something wrong. Consequences can happen when we're at the wrong place at the wrong time. You take COVID, for example. There's so many people who are unemployed and homeless because they can't work due to COVID. Are they being punished for that? So what happens when we feel powerless? We tend to think that it's the end of the world, but secretly, we're praying for like a miracle or a magic pill to pull us out of that funk. Well, what do we do in the meantime while we're waiting for that miracle to happen? Well, I'll tell you what I did. When I was struggling with depression, I would lay on the couch with the TV on, food right beside me, my phone in hand, surfing YouTube, hoping that I could find a video with some magic words to get me going, or going through social media, hoping that I could hit up a long-distance friend who can tell me what I needed to hear, give me some words of encouragement to motivate me. Well, what happens if we do happen to find a movie on YouTube or a friend from social media that will say exactly what we need to hear? Will we accept it, or will we just wait for when the time is right? You know what happens when we wait around for the right moment to happen? All we're doing is just delaying and delaying. Next week, I'm gonna give up junk food. Okay, what are you gonna do until next week? Eat junk food? Why not just do it now? Well, because it's a holiday. Well, why did you wait this long to come to that decision? I'll clean the kitchen tomorrow. Why not just do it now? Well, because I'm tired and I've had a stressful day at work. Okay, well, what happens if you have a long, stressful day tomorrow from work? You gonna put it off till the next day? What happens if you come home from work when it's been a long, stressful day and the house ends up being on fire? Are you just gonna wait till the next day to get out of the house before you die? Guys, there's hardly ever a right moment for everything to happen. And there's no miracle that's gonna solve all your problems. And nobody is gonna solve your problems for you. Yes, it's true that when we're all struggling, we all have good support systems like friends, family, support groups, therapy, activities, but you have to act on it. A car can have a full tank of gas, but it's not going to get to its destination if it just stays parked. So what do I do when I want to give up? I usually remind myself what I have that's at stake. You can't rely on motivation. You have to be disciplined in order to get things done, even if you don't want to. When I accomplish something, I regain some of my power. You also gotta realize that happiness and misery is a choice. If you choose to go with misery, who's gonna wanna be around you? How will anything get done? How can anybody help you? You know, 3 years ago, I was in the worst depression phase of my life. I felt completely powerless. But I learned over the years that being miserable is a habit. And being happy is also a habit. But only you can choose one. You gotta learn to look at setbacks as blessings. There may be so many of you in this world that don't have much, but dwelling on that is not going to bring you more. You gotta learn to be grateful for the little things you have in life. So that's what I have to say for people who are currently struggling and feel like giving up. Remember, it's all about discipline, not motivation. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content. I'll see you all next time.